Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Favorite Beverage Podcast. I'm Brandon Frame. Joined by me is my co-host Bashar from 49er Minded. We got Dion Johnson, Niner Game Podcast. He's somewhere back there. And we got on show from the All right, we're here. We're back. We're here to talk about the Niners vs. Cowboys game. Niners basically mollywopped the shit out of the Cowboys last night. Let's get right into it, guys. All right, Bashar, I'm going to ask you first. Going into the game, how'd you feel? And then also, how'd you think the overall performance was for the Niners?
Well, going into the game, I mean, we all made predictions, and my prediction was 30-20. The Cowboys had the best defense in the NFL. 49ers were second to – the Cowboys were only giving up 10 points a game. Niners are giving up 14 points a game. Strong matchup. Two very strong defenses, two high-powered offenses. And, you know, the Cowboys were putting up all kinds of crazy points. The only really bad game they had where they looked foolish was against the Cardinals. So, overall performance, man, just, I don't know. I wish this 49er team could play every game as a night game at Levi's, is all I'm saying, man. Because when the dynamic of the 49ers playing under those lights at Levi's, it's just a totally different team. I mean, not that we haven't been good all year, because I still think this team is awesome and very talented. And I also thought that, you know, this team had so many games where I thought we could have put up 40 points or more in those games, but we didn't. We kind of fell short a little bit, but we still won the games. And I still think this team hasn't reached their potential yet either. So overall performance, the Niners just went out there and smacked them around, man. It was just a thing of beauty. CMC was doing his thing, and then we rested him a bit. You know, I think supposedly they were targeting CMC at one point.
They were trying to hurt him, dude.
Yeah. Really quick, Bashar, give me 2 seconds. No, Mom, Lefty's not here. He's sick. He's under the weather. Well, I'm all you got. Go ahead, Bashar.
I saw her type by Lefty just now. Where's he at?
Nah, he's sick. No, he's sick. He has a really bad cold. So hopefully,
I thought he'd be the first to be on here, man. He's the biggest pretty guy out of the bunch.
Oh, please, man. Shit, yeah. And then I know my mom. She's so caring. She'd fly to Utah, take care of his ass. Some bullshit.
Shout out to Dion's mom, man. Shout out to Dion's mom. But yeah, right. But, I mean, you know, like I always thought Purdy was good. And last year I thought he was good, but I just thought, okay, well, he's good, but we're not going to see much more from him in terms of him being good. This, you know, he doesn't have elite physical abilities or anything like that. And on top of that, he got his elbow messed up, and he's got to recover from that. But, you know, early on in week 1 and week 2, okay, he looks like the same guy from last year. Cool. But then I saw little nuances where he looked a little better here and there as well. So I'm like, he might be better than he was last year. And he's just taken to the next level, man. It's just a lot of fun to watch. So I'm excited.
All right. Dion, I'm going to go with you, then Anshul. And then I also want to add another question. Do you see Brock Purdy as an MVP candidate after this game?
Gosh damn it, Brandon. Stole my question.
Oh, okay. There it is. For me, it was very simple. Going into the game, all I did was troll any Cowboy fan I knew. Beto!
What up? There he is.
What's up, Mio?
What's up, guys? You guys
Me compa!
I'm too busy.
You're watching the Laker game. I totally forgot.
Why are you watching that trash,
Why are
man?
you watching the Lakers, bro?
Don't watch failures, man. Why your team is winning right now. Stick with the winners. Don't go to the losers.
I'm not watching the Cowboys. I'm watching the Lakers.
There you go. That's the
Okay, I like that one.
Love that one. But no, in all seriousness, I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I trolled every Cowboy fan I know purposely, just because I knew we was gonna kick their ass. And you know, everybody is coming at me with the same bullshit. Oh, we got Micah Parsons, and we're gonna kill you. Our defense is great. Let me explain something to you. The defense looked very mediocre. Media, who you looking for? The Cowboys defense?
Micah Parsons,
I'm looking for him too.
I didn't see him nowhere, bro.
I'm looking for him everywhere. You know why? Because they didn't show up yesterday. They got shown up. They got beat in every which way possible. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am now a fan of Undisputed because I love me some Richard Sherman.
Me too.
Sherman.
Oh, did you see what he did?
How about
my God.
them
Oh,
Cowboys?
he destroyed Skip Bayless. Jesus, it was just murder. And I'm telling you right now, to answer your second question, is Brock Purdy an MVP candidate? Yes, the fuck he is. And people better start recognizing it. I said I was going to eat crow a little bit before I came on the show, and I am. I did state that it is a disadvantage for Kyle Shanahan whenever someone leaves and they have knowledge of his system. I take that shit back because anybody he's played, I take it back all the way. I eat crow, whatever you want to call it. Anybody he's played that has knowledge of his system, it just means it's not a goddamn thing.
Exactly.
Because
bro.
Trey Lance went over there with a whole playbook in his head. You know he did. He been with us for years,
But
so he knows
he had a
something.
fake playbook, bro.
Nah, bro, he had a real
McDonald
playbook. Don't do that. Don't you start with that Trey slander. He did.
He's trash, bro.
And Dan Quinn, same thing. They had no answers for Brock, the Glock, Purdy. And I'm so happy that George Kittle got a chance to show up and shine the way he did. 3 TDs. The man caught 3 passes. All of them were touchdowns.
Shout
I
out
don't
to
give
the
a fuck
t-shirt
if I got
underneath
3
the jersey.
catches for 3 yards and all of them are touchdowns. It meant nothing.
Yep.
It meant nothing. George Kittle looked like an absolute monster. And it seems like game by game, there's a different person showing up for us on offense. They shut down CMC. They did. They shut down CMC, and they gave him he was averaging 2.7 yards a carry, which is trash. Jordan Mason had more yards per carry than he did. And I love what I saw from him. That man runs hard. It's like every time he hits a pile, you just hear a crack. But I'm telling you, man, that was a fantastic game. But I'm going to kick it on over to media, man. Talk to us.
Man, going into this game, I was a little bit nervous, but my best friend's a Cowboys fan, and he every year talks trash for the last 3 years, and the man's been wrong, and we ended up destroying the Cowboys, so he needs to do a little less talking because he likes to talk too much during the week, but I did not have 42 points on my bingo card whatsoever. I thought it was going to be a close game. I thought it was going to be a defensive battle, and it wasn't. I mean, just the Niners kicking on all cylinders. Everybody's like, "Oh, when is Brock Purdy going to really, show like his 7th round stats, the last pick in the draft?" I just don't see it coming. I mean, I think the thing is like, we just haven't had that quarterback ever since John Lynch has come and Cushion have, come to the Niners. It's just like, I think that Brock Purdy, they found like Kyle Shanahan finally has a quarterback that he can trust, and so there's just so much he's able to do. And Purdy does a great job of just giving the ball to the guys, throwing that deep ball too. I think this is the defense's best game. So far this year, they were just dominant in all cylinders. I mean, I love seeing that Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw both got a sack. Man, Fred Warner, he was just everywhere. He had the interception. He got the forced fumble.
All pro Fred, baby.
Just all around outstanding game. Even Ronnie Bell on special teams. Man, I'm loving what Ronnie Bell does, even though we aren't seeing him too much on offense. Like, he's doing what the rookies need to do. He's doing what Kyle Shanahan wants rookies to do, and that is being, even though you're not going to be able to play, like on offense or defense, you're, at least he's showing out on special teams. So I really love.
I think Ronnie Bell is becoming who we wanted Danny Gray to be.
Yeah, that's very true.
I still have some hope for Danny Gray.
I don't know, but yeah, I just think all around dominant game. I was a little bit nervous going into this game, but obviously those nerves went away really quickly. But Jordan Mason, glad to see that he looked really, really good. I love that he just saw the touchdown. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna signal my way to the end zone. So happy for him. But yeah, really all around great job by everybody.
Beto.
Jordan Mason actually, Jordan Mason dropped about 15 pounds and got in much better condition and got more ripped.
Okay.
And they were saying, I heard so many times that he looked a whole lot more explosive and faster in camp. So it's good that we finally got to see that explosion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Beto, I don't know if you heard the question, but how were you feeling going into the game? And then like, what was your thought on the game? And do you
feel that Brock Purdy is an MVP candidate this year?
Yes.
Heck
You
yeah.
thought that like 6 months
He
ago.
was
right?
saying this the off season.
Exactly, bro. This is Brock Purdy doesn't surprise me underneath this system. I know that a lot of Niner fans felt that he had a lot to prove to win them over. And if that's the prerogative, that's fine. I respect it. But I saw what I saw against the Dolphins, and I saw enough for me to fall in love with Brock Purdy, what he's able to do, the way he controls the pocket, and the way he doesn't allow a big game get to him. He's precise. He's a surgeon out there, and he knows how to read defenses, and he's quick. He processes quickly. So based on how he played yesterday, did not surprise me at all. Was I worried about this game? Absolutely not. And the Cowboys are who we thought they were. They're trash. Fake defense. Who have they really played? They played the Patriots the week before, but the Patriots couldn't even score on the Saints.
They beat the weak teams and suck against the real teams.
Exactly.
And then they still sucked against the weak team in the Cardinals because the Cardinals are 1-4.
Yeah, and the
Exactly.
Cowboys just
Yes,
haven't
sir.
had any offense throughout the year too. It's literally been mostly their defense.
But you know how many times, you know how the Cowboys struggle in the red zone?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times they came into the red zone yesterday? 0. So we don't want them to look bad, guys. We don't want them to struggle in the red zone. So we just kept them out altogether. You know, we did them a favor.
Make it easy.
We made our defense prove that we are superior, better, faster, stronger than their defense. The whole Micah interview afterwards saying that they're still in the same tier, that the record doesn't really define how they played, blah, blah, blah. His own teammates.
Parsons, you didn't do shit too,
Yeah,
bro.
he was. Credit that to Kyle Shanahan. Those that hate Kyle. I won't mention
Beto.
names here in the podcast, but
Oh,
I'm just saying. For those that hate Kyle,
You don't have to mention your name.
Kyle
I'll say it. You know me.
Give a 10-year contract.
About my
Beto.
feelings. Bring me my motherfucking Super Bowl. Then we'll talk.
the
Give him that Super Bowl, guys.
way he strategized, the way he put the thing together to make sure that Mr. 11 was non-effective, the way he takes out AD with the Rams. I mean, all he had was 5 tackles in the whole damn game. I didn't even know he was playing, Mr. 11 over there.
Let me tell you this. Why would you put Micah on Trent Williams' side instead of putting him on the other side? That didn't make
That's
sense
the question
to me.
that everybody's
But he
asking.
did go
But
on
that's not even the
McKibben's
right
side.
question, bro. The right question is, why are you putting number 55 on Trey Williams? Their linebacker.
Van Der Esch.
Van Der Esch. Why are you putting him on Trey? I mean, on the Williams, on Trent. That's the disrespect, not number 11. That I can understand. But number 55, really? What was Daniel Quinn really thinking? What was his approach? We're going to do things a little different. We're going to try to disguise something they didn't have. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't hear Lawrence's name either. I didn't hear crap about their offense, their defensive line. Their quick, fast
Only the guy who was
takeaways.
batting the ball.
Who had more takeaways in this game?
They had 7 guys on their front 7. 7 guys on their front 7 in the weeks leading up to this game who had over 6 pressures. If you counted up pressures and sacks, they did so much more on paper than the Niners did this year. And I was worried about McKivitz and all this.
McKivitz had a game.
For as much as I doubted him, man, he stepped up to the plate. So we gotta applaud the guy, man. He's stepping up.
He's
man.
playing well. He's holding himself up. He costs much less than Mike McClinchy. Real quick.
Oh yeah.
You guys probably already seen this already 1,000 times. Hope you guys can hear it, but I love it.
Let's see this.
I love it because I think I might. You fix it there, Mr.
Maybe I didn't see this one.
Control guy.
But Stephen A. Smith already saw it.
but I love it. I got some more.
I didn't
that I
see
want to show
this.
you guys.
Yeah, I haven't seen this.
I don't know what this is.
The sound isn't there, but let me just narrate for you. I told you it would happen. I told you Dak would throw at least 2 interceptions before I could pass
Oh, now
gas.
There it
there's
goes.
the sound. There's the sound. There's the sound.
Bro, Steven is.
You know, I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know what to say. I told y'all, I want you. Stephen A. wants you. Stevie A. wants you. Southern State wants you. You don't want to listen. But you listen now. You listen now. I'm trying to tell you. And one day you shall learn. You shall learn. They rise so they can fall. They had y'all fooled, didn't y'all? But not me. Not me. Oh, no, sirree. See you on first take tomorrow morning. You hear?
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Hey, I got one more since Beto brought it up. Just real fast.
The
Posted this thing to
Oh,
IG.
yes.
He said F Dallas.
Oh, my
I just
gosh.
feel like he's making it way more personal than it had to be. Kittle's my guy, but I'm gonna say this: laugh now, cry later. We got something for that. Just trust. If we see them again, just trust. And we're gonna put it just like that. I ain't gonna put too much on it. You gonna make it personal? We can make it personal. That's cool.
Yeah, the guy who did nothing in the game.
Right.
Yep.
This kid does it for fun, but I still think it's funny. So I know you guys probably seen this kid before. Cracks me up. Listen.
I didn't see this.
Absolutely embarrassing. Blowout. Just when you think there's hope with the stupid Cowboys, we come back down to earth. Death taxes and a Cowboys disappointment when we have hope. We're just lost to the Niners. Absolute blowout. No hope from the first snap. They were just running all over us. Brock Purdy, bro. Brock Mock Purdy. That's what I call him. And Dak Pickscott. Don't get me started about Dak Pickscott. Yes, I call him Dak Pickscott. I also have a bunch of names for the Dak. Part of the nickname. Lack. Sack. Sucks. Really badly. And that's not rhyming, but unbelievable. Dak is just a horrible quarterback. Blowout. We weren't even competitive. We were supposed to have best defense in the league. I know Trayvon Diggs got injured, but what was that? I don't think we got one stop. I don't think
Anyway, that's I'm not gonna show the whole video, but that's it's hilarious, man.
Who's that? What's his name? I never seen that. Dude
I
before.
find him on TikTok. I downloaded the video so I don't have to worry with the internet.
Oh
But
no, you gotta. Hey,
it.
we gotta play. Hold up, we gotta play what Bashar put in the chat.
I got it.
Just so
you got
Commercial break. Good to see him walking back to the locker room. And you'll see the
It has many uses.
Commercial break. Good to see him.
That's great.
That jersey has many uses.
Hold
man.
on.
Skip Bayless threw another wasted Dallas Cowboys jersey in the
You
trash.
know he really
the other
doesn't
day.
throw it away though. I know, fake garbage. Check this guy
Because
out.
that don't look like the real garbage.
Who you talking to?
I'm calling my phone.
Who is you talking to? Why are you screaming?
Got our asses whooped. Be great instead of calling me, man. Instead of calling.
That reminds me of dude from
So
Friday.
bang, bang, now the game, man.
Big worm. Big worm.
Big worm.
Is this real or is he just?
Of course, this is real. What?
This how you gonna do this?
Oh, man.
You just gonna tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
We get this all out anyway.
You
no,
better
don't
not.
break the guitar now.
You better not.
Break the guitar. At least take your bonnet off.
Do not record me right
You
now.
losing your mind.
Do not record me
I'm
right
recording
now.
because I need evidence. I don't know what's going on here.
Don't record me, man.
You tearing up stuff.
I bought it. Ain't it our stuff?
I don't care.
Okay, we don't need to see no naked stuff, but
Hey,
that's
yeah.
funny shit.
He's looking like freaking Big Mama.
Bro, he out there. Hey, he out there way too big to be out there just taking your shirt off like that, man. Look,
I got one more. I got one more. For
Did you
Brandon.
guys see the guy calling someone during the game? The Cowboys dude.
Yeah, he's the new meme.
Yeah.
Oh, but Shaw
I got one more for you, Brandon.
All right. Well, I don't know if we're gonna get hit with it because it shows the game.
Oh, it's just one play though. Just one play.
Okay. Hold on.
Make sure there's no value.
Yeah.
All right.
No. You need the volume.
No. I can't have it on my channel, bro. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I already got a
yours.
strike last time.
Oh, okay.
Just play his vocal reaction because that
Okay.
it cuts away from the game and you'll see him react.
Okay. Here, hold on. I'll do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say just put your phone up to the mic.
Yeah, that's what I was
That'll
gonna
be
do.
easy.
Anyways,
Hey, at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys came into Levi's Stadium and got their ass handed to them on a silver fucking platter. Like we went into our home and kicked their teeth in.
Yep.
Micah Parsons, non-factor. DeMarcus Lawrence, non-factor. Nobody on their defense was really a factor.
CeeDee Lamb,
The only
non-factor.
guy that
Pollard,
actually did
non-factor.
something.
Non-factor.
The only guy
from
that
the-
did something on their defense was the one that kept like batting down the balls. Like,
Yeah, now that guy, that was a
Hankins.
defensive lineman. I think his last name was
Jonathan
Hankins or something like that.
Hankins.
He actually did okay because he was on his Drake Jackson last night.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, had another pass defense
Non-factor.
himself.
okay.
Hey, it's safe. Is it safe to say that this is this blowout eclipse is the one that Nick Mullins put on the Raiders?
Oh yeah, way
Levi's.
well beyond
Oh,
that.
You guys ready?
bro.
Edit. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Get him! God damn it, bro! Oh my god!
But you have to see him though.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, you can stop it.
Rudy, I swear it's not
I
that
haven't
fucking
seen this
good.
one.
Yeah, you can stop that one. I've seen it.
And the Cowboys gonna win this.
Yeah, this dude. Yeah, he was flipping out. Like, here's the thing, people, and anybody out there that doesn't want to recognize it, like, I don't know why you don't want to, and I'm not taking shots at nobody subliminally. I'm putting this out there for anyone. If you are not understanding that Brock is that dude, I don't know what else you need to see.
Yep.
The young man just goes out there and plays. Everybody says, well, he's a game manager, he's a system quarterback.
No, he's
Who
not
gives
doing
a
it.
shit? Tom Brady was a system quarterback for how long? Did you hear anybody complaining about him?
All right.
No. Peyton Manning, system quarterback for how long? Was anybody bitching about Peyton? No. So you have to understand, you play whoever's on your damn list as far as your schedule, and you do what you can within the system. Richard Sherman said something very famously some years ago when people were doubting him and his skills, and they were saying that he's a system guy. And Richard Sherman said it very, very simply put, you go to your job and tell your boss how you're going to do your job outside of the company guidelines and see how long you last. I'm playing within the system. This is what I've been given. Don't be mad at me because I came into all these weapons. Don't be upset because I'm out there wheeling and dealing week in and week out. Just understand it and deal with it. You can't stop it.
Yep.
He showed me what last week or the week before that he didn't. I don't care nothing about his arm talent no more because the man can rip the ball. He throws it. He does what he has to fucking do.
Yep.
I mean, he hands the ball. I get this. The kid. The only thing he hasn't done is lost. And even when that does happen, because it will eventually happen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Even when that does happen, I am so sorry to tell you guys, this is the second coming of Tim Tebow. This is a young evangelist out there. That man's faith is so strong that even that loss is not going to shake him when it does come. But I'm just telling you, you need whoever's out there that just feels that they still need to see more. I don't want to see him in a moment of adversity where he's got to come back from this. If it happens, then so be it. Yeah, show us something. Go ahead and make sure you pull us out, out the fire. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, our offense is just too strong for these defenses in the league. And it ain't like we was playing chumps. Everybody lauded the Cowboys defense before we played them. They swore up and down they were the greatest defense on earth. But the people who had very, very smart, who were smart about everything, they saw it. They said, nope. Niners defense is better than them.
Yep.
The Niners will hold them down. Stephen A. said Dak was going through two interceptions. He threw 3.
Yep.
And Dak Prescott, I'm sorry, man. Look, at this point,
he's garbage.
I'm going to say some outrageous shit, but I don't care. Fuck Cooper Rush. It's time to go to Trey Lance. Fuck it.
Yeah.
If they keep floundering like this against good teams, you might as well just see what you got in the kid.
No.
Because it doesn't make sense that you're out there, keep putting Dak out there, and he just keeps.
Cooper Kupp is better than Trey Lance, though, so I will go with Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush is better, but I'm just saying, like at this point, I don't think of Cooper Rush as a franchise quarterback. Cooper Rush wasn't picked number 3 overall.
Neither, yeah. Sam Darnold was picked 3 overall, but
Sam Darnold was fucking trash.
And Sam Darnold's actually played a good amount of games.
Sam Darnold's trash. He's given us more than enough evidence to know that he is not that dude. That's why he's the backup.
Trey will get there. In a few years, you'll be like, I was wrong about Trey. He's trash.
No.
Hey, that's only when I actually see it.
Hey guys,
he's on the field.
He's on the Cowboys, so I have no respect for Trey no more. Sorry.
Nah, I look, man. I'll let the dude do what he do. But I'm just saying, Brock Purdy doesn't need to show anybody else anything. He went out there.
He never did, bro. He never did from day one. When he stepped onto the field against Miami, Dion, he never had to prove to nobody. He knew what he can do. He had the trust of his coaches. He had the trust of his teammates. The teammates were for him. They saw this kid that we're now falling in love with and getting to know. The way this kid can win games, the way he can go out there. If there's a hater out there that still hates him, so be it. If you're hating him because Trey Lance is no longer here, or because you're stuck on the Niners giving up the 3 number 1s and they gave up too quick, whatever, then you do what you got to do. This kid wins games. This kid, if you don't know football, if you don't know who these players were on Sunday night, and you saw both of these teams, and I asked, one quarterback gets paid $25,000, the other one gets paid $40 million. I guarantee you, most of the people that don't know football would have said Brock Purdy's getting $40 million, based on the way he was performing. Mm-hmm. This kid does everything he needs to do. He's poised. He doesn't have a deep arm. He doesn't have the big butt. But what he does, and people can hate me or people can, I don't care. I saw Joe Montana, and I'm not saying he's going to be a Joe Montana yet, but I saw Joe Montana when he first came from Notre Dame. Joe Montana, before he became Joe Montana, didn't even look this good.
Mm-mm.
Did not look this good.
He had a growing process.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that Brock's going to be Joe Montana. I'm just saying Joe Montana did not look like Joe Montana. This kid, 8 games now, 30-plus points. He's up there with the Peyton Mannings. He's up there with the Tom Brady's. And that's not many teams out there, a quarterback, and not out of those teams that had won 30-plus points have gone eventually to the Super Bowl. This kid can definitely win a Super Bowl for this team. And it's not just because he's a system quarterback. And I hate that word system, by the way, because every coach has their own system. And if you play quarterback, you're obviously a damn system quarterback because you're playing for that damn system. So the whole system quarterback, it's beneath me. It's just, you know what? If you hate a quarterback, hate him. Have the balls to say you don't like Brock Purdy.
Okay, look. Assistant quarterback, the idea does exist. Assistant quarterback will do assistant quarterback things, where they'll do just enough. They'll take care of the football, a la game manager or whatever. But we've all seen this. Brock is doing more than that. You know, some people were saying dink and dunk. No, he's been throwing the intermediate passes. He's been throwing outside the numbers. And just a few weeks ago, we saw him show us a deep ball. I mean, it's not a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen deep ball, but it's definitely a good, decent deep ball. It's all that you need just to challenge. Even if he misses on certain deep ball attempts, at least you're telling the defense, hey, look, we have this in our arsenal.
The threat is there.
The threat is there. So it's just like last year, week in and week out. You mentioned the Miami game, right? I can understand why there'd be skeptics after the Miami game because it was just one game. People would say, okay, well, he just stepped in. He's a backup quarterback. We've always seen backup quarterbacks step in and win games out of nowhere because they had no film on them or whatever.
Wait until the defense gets familiar with him.
Everybody kept saying like it takes like five weeks of game film for NFL coaches to get a grasp on what he does. But it doesn't matter how much film that they've acquired. He's showing that he can overcome that. He can eclipse that. Any challenge that's in his way and any more doubt that's thrown in his way, he's overcame it. And we just have to rally behind him. I don't know why there's still maybe not now. Maybe after this Dallas game we're okay, but
you'll have those haters. Real quick, let me just throw this out there. Yesterday's game, when he threw that nice throw to Debo, and then it was called back because Brandon Ayuk or so it was some type of holding, and they were third and 14. And what did he do? He lofted it beautifully right into Debo's hand again for like 21 yards. This kid is not just running the machine. He is driving in the driver's seat, and his seatbelt is tight. He is making plays. He's not just dinking dunking or doing what Jimmy did. This guy is actually throwing dimes out there into the defender. The way he hit Debo in stride, he was able to get another 4 or 5 yards. This kid, the way he hit Kittle, the way he his poise. If you just hate him. But like Bashar said, okay, the first game against Miami, all right, you have your doubt. Second game, whatever. But this kid took you to the playoffs and won 2 playoff games. Dak Prescott and Tony Romo both only have 2 wins in the playoffs in their career. Guess who has 2? Brock Purdy, excuse me. So if, I don't know how many people are going to turn over to Brock or support him or not. That's fine. We're 5-0. We're not only 5-0, guys, but we're kicking the living crap out of each team with dominance.
That's why Phillies are frauds.
And we're making it look easy. Easy.
Now look at this. I'm going to give y'all some stats. Both teams possessed the ball 13 times. Both. This is Dallas. 13 possessions, 5 punts, 4 turnovers, 1 turnover on downs, 2 scoring drives, 1 TD, and 1 field goal. TD was in the second quarter, right before the half, and the field goal was in the third quarter. That's literally out of 13 possessions, you only put together 2 drives that yielded you 10 points. That tells you 2 things. Your offense is horrid, and this defense for the Niners is real. Shout out Mo's Nose, big dog in the house.
What's up, Mo's Nose?
Some Mo's Nose.
Shout out to Breezy. Be looking for that Favorite to the Bay video.
What's up, Breezy?
He should be out there.
To the Bay.
Now, the 49ers, 13 possessions, 6 TDs, 4 punts, 1 fumble, and 1 turnover on downs in the last possession meant nothing. We were able to put Sam Darnold in the game with a hell of a lot of time left in the fourth.
10 minutes.
It was almost the entire fourth quarter.
It was 5 minutes.
We
in the third quarter.
Yeah, we literally put backups in.
Mm-hmm.
And they were making plays.
I'm not talking about just 1 or 2. I'm talking everybody on the field was not a starter.
For the whole fourth quarter.
For the whole fourth quarter. That tells you that we had such a tight rein on the Cowboys, and we were up so far that there was nothing. No, Luis, they never got into the red zone, period.
Nope, 0.
We never even got in there. So like Beto said earlier, we helped them out by just not allowing them in there because they were only going to fail.
We don't want them to embarrass themselves even more.
We don't want to embarrass them. We've already embarrassed them. Yep. And let me say this, to Michael Parsons.
Embarrass.
If you're mad that George Kittle had a fuck Dallas shirt on.
Talk to me, Dion. Talk to me.
What you need to do is make that fuel for your fire and beat a team that has a winning record.
Yep.
Stop beating up on worthless opponents. It's very simple. You beat the Patriots. The Patriots got Bill Belichick on the damn hot seat for crying out loud with how bad they playing. You had the crowd calling for Bailey Zappi because Mac Jones stinks so much.
Zappy.
Glad he's not here. But when you look at every single thing that we did from top to bottom, we just dominated. And there's no one in the league right now that I feel I'm afraid of. At the beginning of the season, I can tell you right now, I thought that it would possibly be Lamar and the Ravens. They look bad. Hell, they got beat by the Steelers.
Yep.
When the Steelers were counting Kenny Pickett out and the crowd was booing Kenny Pickett. Literally, they booed him. They were booing the Steelers. And it wasn't until they came back and won that game that everybody quieted down. But I'm saying, like, there's not a team in this league, honestly, right now, that I feel is going to bring us any problems.
Nope, not even the Eagles. They struggle against the Rams.
If we score 30,
bro, the Eagles have literally like barely beaten any team.
They dominate the Rams. Let's not get it twisted, but
well, no, they didn't dominate the Rams. They beat them. No, they barely beat them.
Bro, in the second half, the Rams only had 14 yards the whole two quarters.
Oh, damn, it was like that?
If you don't call that domination.
Oh, no, yeah, because the Rams didn't score in the second half at all. You're right. Yeah. And I mean, if anything, Micah Parsons, use that as fuel for the fire. You're saying, oh, he's my guy, but if he wants to make it personal, let me explain something to you. People going to wear fuck Dallas shirts all day long. You going to be mad at everybody?
Yeah.
You can't be mad at everybody.
And if
that's really your dude, then you have to understand that's a business decision. I will tell you right now, if me and Beto are anywhere, but we are opponents, and this is like real life, that's our jobs, he gonna still be my dog after the game.
Yep.
But in game, I'm trying to kick his ass.
I'm doing me. He's
doing
him.
And you wear a fuck Beto shirt? Thing. He's not gonna let up on me because I'm his friend. What the fuck? No.
Yeah.
Get out there and show it. No, I need to make you look bad because number one, I want to be able to talk shit when I see you. I literally want to have those.
True competitors are gonna compete, bro.
You gotta compete. So use that as fuel for your fire, Micah Parsons. Don't turn it into something real because it's not. At the end of the day, Kittle is a very fun-loving dude, man. There ain't nothing about him. But then again, that's a rather large individual. You know, Mikey, you might have some quick speed off the edges, but I don't know if you want to. Don't push.
I ain't putting money on Mike. I'm putting money on Kittle.
That's a rather large individual. You know, big corn-fed boy came out of Iowa. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on now. Like, there's situations, and I'm sorry to Dallas fans. It's time to get rid of Dak Prescott. He is hot garbage.
Oh, you don't got to remind them. Half of them want him out.
For money. You are literally wasting every single penny. All that money you paying. Y'all did the same thing that the Vikings did. The only difference is y'all made the playoffs every now and then, and the Vikings didn't do that very much. But they paid Kirk Cousins all that goddamn money. He didn't bring them shit.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. Like when I talk about something and I say someone is trash or someone's this, someone's that, the reason being is because they don't show up when the lights are on. Dak fails in the playoffs. Kirk Cousins fails in the playoffs. Kirk Cousins fails in prime time.
Yep.
These are things that matter. And if you cannot hold up, the fuck is the point?
Hold up.
Wait. Hey, R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
No, but you're right, bro. You're right. It's just he's taking it personal because he's upset. He's hurt. They got destroyed. They got embarrassed on national TV, and he's the one that's taking it personal.
Oh yeah.
I can guarantee that Kittle's not addressing anything personally. It's all there's a reason why behind it. I thought it was funny. If their team did it, if their player did it, I would like, but I wouldn't call it personal. People that know Kittle, they know that that's not his character. Probably just upset, bro. But like you said, keep your mouth shut, let it be fuel, and show yourself on the field. Beat this team. Do
Take
something.
the L.
Yeah. Take the L like a man, and if you get the victory next time, then that's something you earn. But don't talk this out of your
Dante
neck.
Whitner too. He was on national television. Said Dak Prescott is trash.
Yeah, he did.
And you might be right. But why not put Trey Lance? What? They can't get no worse.
Yeah, fuck it. Go ahead, give him the reps.
He might throw less interceptions than Dak.
Hello, anybody can throw less interceptions than that.
Yep.
You could
No
literally
guy can throw less
take your
interceptions
quarterbacks.
than-
You could treat the regular season like the preseason and just start Cooper Rush one half and put Trey Lance in the second.
Yep.
It's that bad, and that's what sucks the most is that these guys can't even get themselves into a winning position. Like they fail when they come up against good teams and they're not winning versus those harder teams. You have to be able to win against everybody. You could beat up on the Giants all you want.
What's up,
what I'm saying? You could beat up on
They beat the Eagles though. They beat the Eagles more than we do. That's one thing that Dak does do properly.
I want you to. Thank you for beating the Eagles purposely. Go
But
ahead.
that's the Rams beat the Seahawks all the time too. But that doesn't mean the Rams are good.
I know.
I'll tell you, hey, oh no, somebody put out there, man, that Taylor Swift wants to date Puka Nacua. Oh, that was Rudy on my show earlier, man. Rudy was in there acting.
Rudy wants to date her.
Yeah,
hey, speaking of Rudy,
I'm sorry.
If we win a Super Bowl this year or next year or whatever with Purdy, they're gonna make a damn Purdy movie, and it's gonna be a Purdy chant, and it's gonna eclipse that Kurt Warner movie or whatever, man.
Just real quick, I'm gonna say this: it's Brocktober, baby.
It is,
and it's Brock Star, baby.
The hunt for Red Brocktober. There was a movie called Hunt for Red October, if you guys remember.
I can say this: I love what I saw from Jordan Mason. He made me a very happy individual, and I'm just happy that Kyle did that. Give CMC the night off, man. He wasn't. I'm sorry, CMC wasn't doing nothing last night. He did get that touchdown, but he averaged 2.7 yards a carry. That is
he also had a fumble too.
He's fourth in NFL history for most consecutive touchdowns, by the way.
Yeah,
and he's got our record now, and he's extending it every game he scores.
Yep.
Dallas fans were saying all that last night. We kept CMC in check. You still lost by 32 points. Shut up. Man.
Yeah, it don't matter. You still lost by 32 points.
Like, shut up, bro.
When you say you kept somebody in check, you got to have a win to back that up. You can't say that.
Yeah, beat us by 32 points and then keep them in check. Then talk your smack.
You kept the starter in check, but the backup did you greasy.
Yep.
Did you see Jordan Mason running?
Yes,
that
ran.
Man hits the whole.
Yeah, bro.
It's like a freight train, man. Pause.
Come on, Kyle. You got to play him more often.
Is it safe to say that he beat out Elijah Mitchell?
No,
Mitchell.
No.
Yes.
Yep. Elijah Mitchell's problem, he can't stay healthy. A healthy Elijah Mitchell is 10 times better than Jordan Mason. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Now, see, Beto, no. We're not going to do that. We are not about to do that. So you joked all over Trey Lance and maligned him and talked everything and how bad he was. Okay? Mitchell can't even get on the field. How is he going to be 10 times better than another player when he can't even play?
Well, but we're talking about
exactly. You see that? You see the well and the pause? There it is.
Well, he doesn't play, so you're right. From that perspective, the best ability is availability, right?
Exactly.
So if you can play, you're going to dominate. I'd rather take a poor man's running back that can play than someone at his quality that is not playing. You're right there. But I'm saying if they both are healthy, don't get hurt. The skill set it's I like what's the name much better than I do Jordan. And doesn't mean I don't like Jordan. I love Jordan.
I'll tell you this.
Elijah Mitchell. Sorry, lost his name for a second.
That Kyle Shanahan is starting to realize Mitchell ain't never going to be on the damn field. And I know Kyle. Kyle has his guys that he never wants to let go of. You don't believe me? See Jalen Hurts.
That is his downside.
See Jerick McKinnon's worthless ass.
Oh, that was such a waste of money.
Like, it just – there are certain people that he just will not let go of because he always thinks, I can do this. No, you can't.
Yeah.
There are certain people that just gotta go, bro.
Work with your quarterbacks. Leave the running back to someone
stick
else.
with that, man.
I'll say this though. I think TDP is a lot better than what people that we're giving him credit for, though.
Oh,
No, he is.
Yes.
He's better,
He
not great.
He showed some pretty solid things.
I'll take Jordan Mason all day, though.
My biggest issue with TDP is he was drafted by Kyle. And we all know that when Kyle drafts running backs, they don't work out.
Okay.
Those free
I don't
agents,
even know if Trey Sermon still has a job.
the undrafted ones are pretty good, huh?
Yeah, his UDFAs always start seeing the skyrocket and do big things. And then you can't, like, I can't even put CMC in that mix because CMC was already who he was.
The known
You know what
commodity.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You pick
He's
him
an
up.
outlier.
So it
Yeah.
was like you knew it. And yeah, man, I honestly, not even gonna lie to you, I think if CMC was here from the moment Kyle got here, probably would have done a little bit better.
Everybody, let's welcome Mr. John V.
Oh, John V's here. Oh, shit. John V.
Fucking Beto.
You guys can ask John V whatever you want to ask him, and after that, I want to touch on something. So go ahead.
John V. Brock Purdy. Is he MVP candidate? Yes
He
or
already
no?
bought a Brock Purdy shirt.
Yeah.
I certainly he's definitely in the conversation. Do I believe?
You're lagging, John.
I think is making a strong case.
Okay, I thought he was just taking his time to answer.
Yeah, he lagging a bit there, John.
He's got a lag.
But I'm. It's not. You can't hear me.
No, you
Well,
said
no,
yes,
you're
and then
coming
I'm
in, but
listening,
you're coming in
nothing
late.
You're
Like,
like lagging a little.
You
Say
look,
something
like
right
you look like an old karate movie.
in black
All right,
and
let me-
white.
let me-
Those kung fu movies. Leave it. Come back. All right, really quick.
go
About Michael Parsons getting mad at Kittle for wearing the shirt. So there's a story behind the shirt. Kittle's a jokester, and the story is that Gary Plummer, the 49ers old linebacker from the 1995 Super Bowl team with Deion Sanders, Gary Plummer wore the Fuck Dallas shirt first, so it was a throwback. And we all know how funny Kittle likes to be. So what's up, John?
He did it for.
Oh damn! I missed those Joey comments. I missed those Joey
Dude,
comments.
where the hell has Joey been, bro?
Hey,
Oh,
no,
Joey,
hey,
I
really
should
quickly.
have known you guys are laughing at something.
Hey,
I just had to
Fred
comment.
Warner's sack on Dak Prescott literally matches what Joey was saying because he was
that
about to
was a
throw
beautiful sack.
and then he touched that.
It was like a
motherfucker,
pump fake,
and
but then
because Fred did what you should do. If you know you have that quarterback and he's not going anywhere, just get your hands up. You can't see nothing. There's nowhere for him to throw. So he
I
got
love
his
Fred
hands up,
Warner.
and as soon as he knew it, he brought his hands down and he sacked his punk ass. That's what he does. But go ahead, John.
Man,
I think
what's up, John?
you're moving right. Everything looks good. So you probably should come in easy.
Yo, can you hear me good?
Yeah.
You're
there you
good,
go.
you're good.
much
Go ahead.
better.
I definitely think that Brock Purdy's in the conversation. It was McCaffrey. McCaffrey was making a very strong. That's kind of where I'm a little bit kind of torn, right? And it's got nothing to do with Brock. You know, this is just Brock has just the Dallas game. He made himself pretty much relevant for the conversation because we weren't talking about Brock Purdy being the MVP versus anyone else, right? The last four opponents were average at best, so there was no conversation about Brock Purdy as MVP. But putting up, putting on a
42.
show last night,
Yep.
42-10, family. That's first of all, I want to come back to the show and let y'all know that I was a little bit. I didn't doubt the Niners, but I certainly didn't think that this would be a 42-10 victory. I thought that Dallas would definitely give this team a match. I thought this was going to be a neck and neck fight, right? I believed that Brandon Cook coming to the Cowboys was going to be a huge leg up, and I frankly thought he was going to burn our secondary.
They're misusing
Right?
him, bro.
I here's the thing. There's zero creativity in Dallas. There's none. There's
call
nothing
McCarthy.
offensively. Offensively, they're dinosaurs.
Yep.
You know, Pittsburgh got like that probably the last 4 years. They were very boring. There's nothing creative about the offense. So I do believe that what we saw last night was, I mean, it was amazing. That was amazing. I couldn't believe it, guys. I like the beating was coming in waves. And
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
couldn't
a
believe
dream,
it.
to be
Kyle
honest.
Shanahan came up with the perfect game plan to execute against Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn did not know where his ass was by
Yeah,
halftime.
but what is that? But what does that say about Dan Quinn? Like, okay, not last year's match with Dallas, but the first year that they made the playoffs, first round, when they looked out of sync, they were making stupid mistakes, like the play calling, the clock management was poor. Everything that could go wrong in the very first matchup for Dallas 2 years ago could go wrong, right? Last year they buttoned it up. This year they looked completely lost. It's almost like you brought Trey Lance in and you built a strategy based off of a conversation and not off the tape.
Yeah.
That conversation is very real. Like you were not prepared for this matchup. Not at all. They looked completely lost. So I will always approach the Dallas game. This time, this beating, this was beautiful. But if you see this team mid-form in the playoffs, I don't see it 42-10. If they get eliminated before we even see them, they look like a team that either could sort it out, could turn this ship around and get it right, or they're going to be the same old sorry ass Cowboys.
All right, so
we're going to be saying that. We're going to be saying that instead of same old sorry ass Rams. We're going to say sorry ass Cowboys, sorry ass Rams,
Them boys.
Sorry ass any team we play.
Hey, so here's my next question for you guys. After this nice ass whooping that we gave the Cowboys, does this make us the best team in the league, or is it still too soon to say?
We've been the best team in the league.
It's only week 5, but it's looking good.
We're already. I'm sorry. We are the best team in the league.
Yeah, we're the best team. I don't see any team that's looked as dominant as us on all sides of the football. We're the best team.
To quote DJ Khaled, we the best.
I'm sorry, there is no like you have to think. I have to think about
dominant.
it. The only other undefeated team in the league is the Philadelphia Eagles. Literally,
frauds.
Not even the Kansas City Chiefs are undefeated. No one else, not the Buffalo Bills. Everybody thought that the Cincinnati Bengals were going to be a force. They just start figuring out how to fucking win football games again. Joe Burrow actually found Jamar Chase in the end zone, for God's sakes. Like these are all the teams that everybody was talking about are not those guys. The only team in the AFC, the only team in the AFC right now, honestly, that I want to see, I want a rematch. I want the smoke. And this time, Kyle, don't take your foot off the gas like a dumbass.
He won't with Brock. He will not.
For some reason,
he's confident with Brock.
It took, and I said this earlier, it took him 7 years to find a goddamn quarterback in the 7th round, but finally figured it the fuck out. So good job that you figured it out. Now let's go get the Lombardi. Once you do that, we'll be square. Till I get my Lombardi, Kyle, you still got some work to do, goddammit. I'm always feel that way. I don't care about this competitive shit, and no luck doesn't mean a fucking thing to me. You don't need luck. You need to go out there and blow people out and make sure that
ever since Christian said that luck shit.
Bro, because I hate
love
that. It's like the worst thing in the world. So you're telling me that I have to luck out and do this and luck out and do that? No, you don't. Luck isn't about to do shit for you.
It's like you saying that Kyle Shanahan has to win a Super Bowl to be a great head coach.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
So you're comfortable. I'm gonna ask you this.
No.
No. You open the door. Hold on one second. Let me ask you.
I'll walk through it. But I just want to be clear. I want a Super Bowl. But he doesn't need to win one, in my eyes, to call him a great coach. Did you see the game planning yesterday? Did you see that performance on the field?
Mm-hmm.
That shit is unique. That shit is special. Now, if you get a Super Bowl, that's even better.
There's no trophies for
that. That's awesome. But at the end
there's
of the
no
day,
trophy for that.
There ain't exactly. There ain't no trophies for winning regular season.
But
games.
you have to be good enough to get to the Super Bowl. And
That's true.
If you keep calling plays like that, you're going to get there.
Okay, that's true. But
Fair.
we've gotten
That's
to the
fair.
NFC Championship 3 out of the last 4 years. We even got to a Super Bowl.
But it's not. Come on.
No, I'm just
Kyle.
Beto, it's Super Bowl or bust.
Who else is it on?
But if you lose a damn quarterback, it doesn't matter. I know it's Super Bowl bust, but it's not like they played against Philly and Philly just kicked their ass because Kyle did not game plan properly or Kyle got out coached. It was because Brock got hurt.
Let's
not forget that.
But at the end of the day, there are two people in an NFL organization that always take the brunt of all of the failures. And who is
How many
that? The
coaches have won a
quarterback and
Super
the head
Bowl?
coach.
How many
Those are the
coaches
only
have won a
two
Super
dudes
Bowl?
that take the
Dion?
brunt of all of that. And we all know this.
Dion, how many coaches in history have won a Super Bowl?
I don't know. I never looked that up.
Can you kind of guess? I'll give you a number.
It's a low number. I've heard it before.
Very low. Meaning it's hard
17.
Thank you. And a lot of those are multiple Super Bowls, like Andy Reid. Don
Was I right?
Shula.
Because I definitely guessed.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know it's low. It
sounds good.
It's not far from
He's
there.
like, I guessed.
Whether it's 17 or not, but it's low. My point being, it's hard to win a Super Bowl. But when you're designing plays, when you got the playmakers, they can execute those plays, and your team is humming, you're in a good position to win it all. Now, when I say luck, even though you don't believe in luck, is we had bad luck when Brock Purdy got hurt.
Yeah.
That was bad luck.
35 head coaches have won a Super Bowl.
35? That's still low.
It may,
56
look,
head coach.
It may be low, but not all of those. Not all of out of all of those people. Not a lot of
Are
people.
you sure
talk
35?
About yes, yeah. Just look it
35
up.
out of 56
I just
Super
googled it
Bowls.
right now. You can put it in the chat.
But none of those are double Super Bowls. Like Andy Reid had one too. Are you counting them twice?
I'd have to look. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
This is
35.
It's
total.
an actual list.
Period.
Okay. It's 35 different coaches out of 56 Super Bowls.
There you go.
That's low.
That's actually not low.
That's not that low.
Low.
You have 50. That's a 50-50 chance almost.
How long have the Niners? How long has football been played?
Well, the Super Bowls
Early
started in
1900s.
the
the
60s.
Super Bowl.
I think the 35 have to be with multiple coaches in there. I don't think it's just individual coaches.
The Super Bowl the first Super Bowl was 1967, so think about it. 56
Oh, there it is right there.
Here it is.
56
Thank
Super
you,
Bowls have
Rod.
been played.
She put it in. 32
there you
coaches,
go.
13
Next
with
to my
both
niece.
wins. So, at the end of the day, if 32 other motherfuckers did it at least once, then you need to go ahead and jump in. You got to jump in the pool at some point. And I'm sorry, if he's here for the next 10, 15 years and we never win a Super Bowl, I'm not satisfied with that.
That's okay that you're not satisfied, bro. But that's not reality. Just because you're not satisfied.
That, bro, you mean to tell me so you be happy with
that's
that?
a Dion problem.
But I'm
That's
saying
not
you're
a
happy
Niner
with
problem.
that. He
It
could
is.
be here
It's a
for that
Dion
long,
problem.
but you're comfortable without him winning one Super Bowl.
I never
for
said
it.
I was uncomfortable. Andy Reid, how long did it take him to win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't know his
It
coaching
took him
career
more
like
than
that.
10 years.
Yes,
I
it
guarantee
did.
that.
It did. But you know what
And
Andy
now he
Reid was
has
doing?
two.
Andy Reid was doing the same shit Kyle Shanahan was doing. He was remaining competitive.
Because he didn't have a quarterback.
What are you doing? Donovan fucking McNabb!
Oh my
You tell me
God.
Donovan McNabb was Donovan when you were fucking
He's like
Super Bowl.
Jimmy G.
And he had him in his prime? Come on, Beto. Don't do
McNabb was
that.
not good, bro. I'm sorry. He was all right.
McNabb was pretty good, dude.
I mean, look,
Then,
bro.
okay, then why didn't he win it with McNabb?
McNabb definitely could have won.
I loved McNabb.
He could have definitely
I'm not
won.
saying not to love him, but why didn't he win one with McNabb?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not an Eagles fan. I couldn't tell you.
My point is
I
this.
couldn't tell you. All I'm saying is,
If you go
I
to
am,
the
I
Giants
am not
multiple
comfortable
times, you're
with
gonna
my
dance
head
one
coach
day.
being consistently competitive, but never winning the big one. That to me, I don't care about that. If you consistently are competitive, that's great. That's all well and good. But at the end of the day, if all you are is just competitive and you never ever get over the hump, you haven't done anything to satisfy the fans' need. You have to think about that. You got to think about that. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for Kyle. So look, Bashar put it right there. It took Andy Reid 20 years to win his first Super Bowl. 20. Now that's fine. That's for Andy. I'm not waiting 20 fucking years for Kyle to win a goddamn thing.
And that's fine. The Cowboys need fans.
I'm not leaving. Why do I have to pick another team because I don't want to ride with a coach who can't get the fucking job done? You think every Steelers fan is happy with Mike Tomlin because they never have a losing season, but they don't make the playoffs and they don't compete for championships? No, they're not. They're not happy with that.
But they already.
And I can tell you right now, I'm not the only Niners fan who thinks that Kyle needs to win a fucking.
And I never said you were something. Yeah, I never said you were, but you're in the low 10% of that.
I guarantee you that. Then you mean to tell me that all of y'all, the casual fans, everybody's just happy looking up and seeing the dub, and that's it? Well, we won this year, but we never won a Super Bowl. Oh, it's okay. We'll win it. We'll get them next year.
That I don't want to win a Super Bowl. Let me just put it this way. Simple question. If the Niners stay healthy the rest of the year, health is not a factor. The way that Kyle Shanahan is scheming plays, the way that Brock is playing, can we win a Super Bowl this year? Do you feel confident that we can win a Super Bowl?
Yes.
But if we're not competitive and we don't make the playoffs, we're not going to have an opportunity. So you got to continue to win every year to get that chance to make it. And with a little bit of luck,
here we go with that bullshit again.
Here's the problem. Every year,
luck doesn't mean shit. Why do we keep trying to put it? Why? Okay, at the end of the day, why are you leaving anything to chance or luck? That's what I'm saying. Why does everybody keep thinking that that's what you do? Oh, I lucked out and did this. I lucked out and did that. No, you did the work, and you got the right people around you. And you went out there and you won. Do you think Patrick Mahomes, and he got hurt when he won his Super Bowls, got up to the podium and said, "We got lucky tonight, fellas"? No, he didn't. He went out there and played football. He won a game and he talked shit.
Thank you.
There's a little bit of luck in everything we do. The moment that you wake up,
I'm not talking that up to luck.
You know how many
That's to me. You know what the luck thing is to me? It's an excuse for Kyle. It's a complete excuse. So if he never gets lucky within the next 20 fucking years, I'm just supposed to be comfortable with that because he didn't get lucky? Come on, man.
I got a question.
It's not that kind of luck. I'm just saying, bro, there's a little bit of luck.
Yes.
In every sport, bro. Come on, bro. If you rip a throw and it gets deflected and it ends up in the defense's hands, that's a little bit of luck. It's a mistake, but it's a little bit of luck because out of everywhere on the field you could have been, you happened to be right there.
Yep.
You didn't teleport there and you didn't start there. You just got lucky.
And it lands in your arms. Oh shit.
But another thing, Beto, is every year your players get 1 year older. Contracts get 1 year towards expiration. Now you might end up in a rut where 16 guys need to be extended and cut. Now that team that got you 3 failed opportunities, is now 4 years older. And I agree. And then shit starts to fall apart. They got to go. Some got to get the bag
but let's keep it in perspective. Do you think those games? Okay, every time we lost an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl, do you blame it on Kyle completely?
Sure,
I can't blame this last one on him.
Not 100% of it, but he gets the blame.
I blame our Super. I'll tell you right now, our NFC chair. I'll tell you this: our Super Bowl loss. That's his fault. I blame him for that shit. I don't care what nobody says. That's everybody else has their own opinion.
So that 50-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill was his fault. How was that?
Because he openly went on national television. I've said this a million times. You don't go on national television and get comfortable against Patrick fucking Mahomes. You just do not. Don't go.
But that's not the point we're talking about.
No, we're talking about. But you're asking me, do I blame him? And I'm telling you why I blame him.
He's not the coordinator.
I don't get you. What do you mean, Kyle is offensive coordinator?
We're talking about that happened on our defense.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference. He's the head coach.
That's the thing. The offense. He stopped running the ball, which
and he's blamed for that. But what really turned that game around was that freaking bomb on Tyreek Hill that should have been called holding on Bosa, but it wasn't. That turned the whole thing around.
What I'm saying is The Super Bowl for me, period, point blank, that's Kyle's fault. You got comfortable against Patrick Mahomes, let your foot off the gas like a dumbass. That's your fault.
So if you got comfortable and won the Super Bowl, it's okay.
If you go up there and say you got comfortable and you just and you randomly
what's the difference? You win one or you lose it, but you're still comfortable. Either you like that or you don't like it.
Once again, I gave you the simplest explanation of why you didn't get comfortable that year. Because Mahomes was getting his ass handed to him every playoff game. And what did he keep doing that year? Anybody in here can tell me he kept coming from behind. So if you see that all playoff season long from a quarterback, why, therefore, would you as a head coach think I have the opportunity to take a couple of plays off or to get comfortable against the guy who keeps finding a way to win? No, that is dumb coaching. Anybody with a brain in their head would see that shit and understand that. Period. There's no way you can defeat me in that argument. Anybody with a brain in their head would see that and realize
not
I get
everyone.
comfortable against this guy, I'm screwed.
Kyle,
That's common sense.
Kyle did the same thing with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl with Atlanta.
I'm just saying, like, and then when
You
it
don't
comes
have
to
Tom Brady, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
When it comes to that NFC Championship game, I think the next time was it against the Rams? Because that's when they won their first Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one against the Rams. You know what? I can tell you this. That's a 50-50. That's Kyle and Jimmy. That's both of them. That was Kyle and Jimmy. That's
I know you're talking bullshit, baby, but don't worry.
And I'm not blaming Tart because there was still if Tart would have caught that interception. Let me explain something to you.
That was Kyle's fault. I hear you.
That was almost 9 minutes left in the game. So I'm sorry. You with 9 minutes, you're
Kyle
not
got in his way. Kyle,
he got in his own way. He does that sometimes. He gets in his head.
I'm talking about Tart. He flew right by Tart when Tart was waiting for the ball. Kyle's big white ass was in the way, so he lost the
But at the end, when last year, no, you can't blame Kyle for that NFC Championship loss. You lost every quarterback you had. So I don't know what you were going to do with that.
We're talking about Tart. Tart, you can't blame Kyle on Tart. Tart was an idiot.
No, but I know I'm saying I don't blame Tart. For
you don't blame him on that
loss.
No, you don't blame Tart.
There was way too much time left, even if he would have intercepted that ball. There was almost 9 minutes left in the game. That's not enough.
But look at the point chain. If they would have got the ball there, they wouldn't have scoring in that drive 7 points. At the very least, if we would have got the interception, even if we didn't score, we would have got 3. That's 10-point differential right there. 10 points with 9 minutes. That whole dropping the ball changed.
With Jimmy Garoppolo,
if we would have got that interception, we would have won, guaranteed.
With Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. Exactly.
Then blame Jimmy.
I have a question. I've been wanting to say this for quite some time. Okay. Look, I was one of the guys really quick. After they had all that drama with Lance and the way Kyle and John looked shaky in that press conference, I had my doubts about this regime and Kyle and all this other stuff. But I'll say this though, when he said Brock Purdy was a real deal, I was like, well, why is he doing this to Brock? That's way too much, putting way too much weight on his shoulders. But Brock's coming out and he's coming out guns ablaze. He's looking like the shit right now. But he's exceeded my expectations. Let's just say that, and a lot of fans, a lot of other fans.
And I give you credit for that, Bash. You're giving them props. I respect you for that. A lot of fans don't do that yet. They're talking. They're still talking their shit. So I give you mad respect for that. You
those aren't fans.
I know
those aren't
like
even
them,
football fans.
But you're acknowledging this is my quarterback now. He's proven to me that he's my quarterback. And I'm going to follow him. And
I did the same thing.
I more points.
Bethel was always done with. That's why Bethel was always said that. He's like he may have been a Trey Lance fan, but he's not. I'm not telling y'all that I don't fuck with Brock Purdy. This motherfucker's out there slinging. That's why.
I got more to say.
That's the truth, Dion.
So Purdy's doing his shit, right? Yeah, I'm seeing a new Kyle, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys are seeing.
Because he found his quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time he's been has confidence in this guy. And I'm like, okay. So Kyle with confidence in his quarterback can have a whole different dynamic
It's a
in the
dangerous
playoffs.
recipe,
It'll
bro.
have a whole different dynamic in the playoffs. And I was telling people about the defense. Hold up, they're just trying to get their shit together with their new coordinator. They're going to have a breakout game and come back to be the defense that we've known who they are.
And they added Randy Gregory.
Yeah, and they added Gregory, which a lot of people are hyping up a bit. I'm a little skeptical about him, but I hear he'll be a good
He's
good
gonna
piece
he's
of the
gonna
mix.
make you a believer like Brock did, bro. Trust me.
Okay, so but really
After you're
quick,
done, Beth. After you're done.
if we had Brock in that fucking Eagles game for the whole game, I'm honestly, from what I see from Brock,
he would have won it.
I think we would have fucking won the Eagle game and
we would have
possibly
beat Mahomes.
possibly have beaten Mahomes.
I think we would have won it all last year.
I'm gonna say this for that Eagles game. If Brock Purdy was healthy, I do believe we would have won. But I believe we would have won because there were two receivers that said that our game plan basically was about to shit on the Eagles. And
You know
I'm
what? I
sorry,
wanna ask you,
Debo
what
was
if-
so overly confident, and he usually doesn't talk. He's actually a fairly quiet guy.
That
But
play
when
when he got
comes
hurt,
out and tells you, like, bro, our game plan was
that
gonna
was gonna
murder
be a
them, bro.
huge play to Ayuk when he got hurt, bro. That was gonna blow the
Oh
top
my
off.
god, that was gonna be the start.
Yep.
That was gonna be the start of it.
Yep.
Guys,
What's up, John?
That game was electric. That was a shootout.
You talk about yesterday.
No, I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts and Mahomes.
Yeah, that was
That was a good game.
I'm gonna put my foil hat on to say that maybe a shootout to that extent was premature for Brock Purdy. Let's say Brock didn't get hurt. Who's to say we win that game? They were running the ball down our throat. They were handling us, regardless of the quarterback situation.
But were they really handling the real defense, or were they handling a defense that got decimated because we lost our starting quarterback? They knew the reality of winning that game was
It's the
out the
NFC
window.
Championship, bro. You can't sit here
but they
and
were
cry
on the
about
field,
the fact
bro.
that
They were
Brock
on the
went
field
down.
for how long? The offense couldn't do shit. The defense was on the field for
He's
too
saying
long.
they were gassed.
They were.
Yeah, he's just saying they were
But
gassed.
if Brock Purdy would have been
were-
okay, John, out of respect to you, there's no guaranteed absolute that they would have won, but it wouldn't have been a blowout like it was. I guarantee that.
Our
Maybe
defense
not.
would
would've been
have
great.
Our
Maybe not.
defense would have been more fired up if Brock would have continued to play.
I'll see y'all later,
I just
man. I gotta
don't know
get out
that-
of here, get some rest.
Love you,
Later,
Dion.
Dion.
Everybody, all love,
Take
love
care,
everybody,
Dion.
man.
Hey, it's all about
Much
luck,
love, bro.
baby.
If we're
I'll
lucky,
give
we'll
it
see you
a shot.
tomorrow, Dion.
All right, I'm gonna luckily click this button.
I did it for you, Dion, because that's how lucky I'm feeling.
I think it's fair to say that
Sorry, Butcher.
I think it's fair to say that Brock I loved Brock last year. But I don't know, man. Something about the kid this year. I almost believe that losing the NFC Championship game to an elbow injury might have been the best thing for Brock Purdy.
Why would you say that?
smothered? I don't know, bro. That last season was running. It was special. It was almost too special.
No,
right?
I'm with you there, but I'm lost in the fact that it was a blessing that he got hurt. I don't understand that part. I want
Not a blessing. I think it made him. I think that defeat, that injury, that blow to this team, the injury to Purdy and the blow to this team. I think that what we see today, what we're seeing this season, these 30 points consecutively, it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like this team needed that.
Okay.
Just to rise from the ash. You feel me? Kind of like the Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
You know, they rose from that defeat. And some of this squad still is trying to make it back to the Super Bowl. You know, you got Kittle, Bosa, Warner. Some of these guys, Eric Armstead, these guys have a bad taste in their mouth.
Oh yeah.
That Rams NFC Championship game with the Rams, that ended because Jimmy was just hot shit on a stick.
He was hurt too.
You saw it tonight. If you saw him tonight, that's just, you know, Bash said
he's the same Jimmy with the Raiders.
Bash
Bash
said that Kyle looks like a different person out there calling plays. I feel like a different fan. I'm not afraid anymore at the quarterback position. Do you realize that I'm enjoying the football game from an entirely different perspective now? I am being able to sit back and I'm able to watch the O line, the D line. I'm watching individual play. I am not just watching Jimmy drop back and watching his awful footwork and his
You're
shit
actually
accuracy.
enjoying a show. It's not like
really
years
am.
back. It's our defense. Okay. Oh shit. Here comes our offense. What the offense going to do? What is Jimmy going to do? Is he going to put pressure on the defense or he's not? Now it's like if the defense can get the ball back to the offense, we're going to score.
Yeah,
we're going to score.
I'm watching Ayuk running his routes. I'm watching everything. I'm watching Purdy. I'm watching Purdy. Like, look at this kid's calmness. Look at how comfortable this young man
His
is.
process.
He feels the pressure, yet he does not fold. He just moves like he's got eyes in the back of his head. It's incredible.
You know, he was pressured more against the Dallas than Dak was.
Oh,
Their defense pressured Brock Purdy more than we pressured them, than Dak.
Brother, they didn't even make it in the red zone.
Huh?
They didn't even make it. They did not earn a singular point from the red zone.
No, they didn't even get close to the red zone.
We had 25 or 26 first downs to their 8.
Yeah. Dak
we dominated the game.
Brock outperformed Dak by a lot.
Can you talk about that flea flicker too, man?
Hey, credit to Kittle real quick.
That was a play from that was a play from earlier in the afternoon. That was
Detroit.
a Lions play.
Yeah. Now Detroit, you know, Laporta is from the same school that Kittle is from, Iowa, and he did. And Kittle's like, you know what, I can do it better.
So
I thought that was Hawkinson that caught the touchdown.
Juice asked Kittle, "Did you see that play the Lions did?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "We could do it better." So they tried it out, and sure enough, boom.
He got more yards, so he did it.
Kyle said they had that play in their playbook for 2 years,
but they just brought it out. A lot of teams have similar plays.
Oh, was it Laporta? Okay, I thought it was Hawkinson.
No, Laporta.
All right.
They got Laporta too, huh? Shit.
We're gonna end it here soon.
No, Hawkinson is with Minnesota now.
Okay, that's what this is. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna end it here right now. Is there any final thoughts that you guys would like to say before we head out?
Hit the like button. Support our channel. Support John V. Support Bash. Support my boy Brandon. Did we lose? Ancho is still in here.
Ancho.
Support the channel. Support mine. Make sure to hit everybody and like everybody's channel, man. Appreciate that.
Also, Beto, did you already announce the winners for yesterday's predictions?
No. I'll probably do a show tomorrow and announce it.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
That way I can title it so people can see it and check it out.
Show.
All right. John, any last comments you want to put out there?
No, bro. I think I really wanted to see how San Francisco fared yesterday. I felt like it was going to speak volumes about who Wilkes was. I think that you can rest any fear that Brock Purdy is not the guy. I think he is a franchise quarterback. Mm-hmm. I think he's done everything you could ask him to do to this point. But yesterday, specifically the defense, if I didn't know any better, I would have never have known that we had a new DC in town. I mean, not at all. It didn't even look like the defense skipped a beat. I would have never have known that D'Amico Ryans wasn't calling plays.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think he got back into the swing of things with the defense. He got accustomed to it. You want to know what's
funny, John? That people were on Twitter, bro. People that don't know football just amazes me how they're quick to talk without knowing shit. There were, I know Isaiah Oliver got burned on that touchdown, right? But if you watch the game, you can see this kid frustrating the shit out of CeeDee Lamb. He was a shadow on CeeDee Lamb all game long, but he gives up one play, and people are like, he sucks. This guy's been playing lights
people
out.
Panic.
I mean, listen,
don't let one bad play make him look bad. He
did work.
Completely
dude.
shut out CeeDee Lamb.
Work.
Listen, that's a fact. Listen, guys will make errors. There will be an error. Yeah. I mean, it will happen. No one's gonna play a perfect game. There
the
is
best
no
player is
perfect
going to make
game.
an error. Yep.
I mean, it's just you should expect. Do you know that I had expected at least one interception from Brock Purdy yesterday? I had gone into the game expecting him to make one clerical error.
That's funny
And
because
He's a machine, bro. He's a what is it called? AI. What's the name? It says it from Good Morning Football. Guy's a moron, but he's AI. He's a robot.
Did you guys see the stat line of Brock Purdy's stats from the last time he threw an interception was against the Raiders? And between now and then, his stat line is just through the roof, dude.
The
For
guy
yards.
is smart.
Yeah.
He makes
Yeah.
right decisions.
And-
He plays smart. And you know what makes him, what helps him not to throw interceptions? He's a quick processor. He processes quickly. That is a muscle that I don't care how big your arm is or how tall you are. That's a muscle. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you got it, you can do one. This is why Kyle is just like a kid in the candy store calling
Perk
plays.
Dog.
He knows this guy can do it.
I see you, Perk Dog. Appreciate you, fam.
What's up, Bird Dog?
Hey, John,
What up?
you know what's funny is you said that you're expecting Purdy to throw a interception. I actually bet my buddy because he thought the same thing, and I said no, I don't think Purdy's
No,
gonna throw an
enjoy.
interception.
Have you got that breakfast yet?
And I haven't got that breakfast yet. Tomorrow probably.
Enjoy it, baby.
But
Hey,
like,
listen, it wasn't even it wasn't even a slight to him.
Nope.
I was
No,
afraid
you
of
were
this
looking at
game.
the defense of the Cowboys because they do.
This-
They have
this
all those
defense-
takeaways.
This defense had on paper, this was a formidable foe. Like this was supposed to be a dog fight, period.
And
Yep.
you were right to think that, John.
When I was reluctant, when I feared, which I'm a 49er fan. Like I've been hurt, crushed, and everything in between.
Don't make excuses, bro.
I
You
just-
felt like a regular fan.
I can't believe how good it feels on Victory Monday to see a 42-10 victory. Like
and a game that
it's-
was
Against the
anticipated
Cowboys.
all week long. So hyped up.
every matchup from here, if you're not a contender, it's like I just want to get in, get out as healthy as possible.
John, let me ask you a
Move it
question.
along.
Are you afraid of the are you afraid of the Browns next week?
You know what? I had this discussion earlier. I will say this. The Browns will bring a better defense than Dallas yesterday.
Mhm.
I do believe that we will play a very good defense in Cleveland. But offensively, they're in the mud right now. So
yeah, it wasn't in my not
so-
even play, Deshaun.
So it's important. It's important for us to see Brock and this offense just continue to expand, right?
If he gives you another 30 points against the Browns defense,
I'd die. I believe it's completely possible. But at the same time, you know, I want to play smart football.
mhm.
I
of course.
don't believe we have to win by 30. I really don't believe that we have to. But if we're going to, let's do it as smart and as smooth as possible. I mean, we're trying to come back from what, you know, this wasn't a very physical game. I expected Dallas to be a very
And
physical opponent.
they said that,
And I think that it was if we're gonna rate that physicality from 1 to 10, I'm gonna say it was about a 6.5. Swear to God. Swear I thought it was going to be, you know, Jesus, George Kittle had 2 black eyes in the what game was that? Was that the Giants game?
yeah.
These cats were poking his eyes out, punching him in the face and shit in the pile. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I just think that Dallas did not bring. They did not bring it. They didn't bring it
no, they
physically.
didn't.
I don't feel like they did.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and joining us on this great Victory Monday post-game show. John V, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, as always.
And I'm sorry I came late.
Hey, it's okay, man. You
came in perfect timing, bro. Never late.
And Bashar, thank you for joining us, too, man. It's always great having you on the show as well.
Appreciate
Beto,
it, man. Thank you.
also, thank
That's
you
my
for
brother.
being there, man, and helping a brother out. You know, always appreciate you being on the show with us too.
No, forget it. I would get paid, bro. If we, I ain't doing nothing out of kindness.
Hey, this motherfucker.
Hey,
right.
John, I got to bring you on my show one of these days, bro. I want to have you on as a guest.
Right, I'd love to. Likewise,
Sure.
I'd like to return the favor for all of you.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got to get you back on.
Yep.
And let's give it all to our MVPs, the people in the chat, for keeping it popping in the chat.
Thank you, chat.
Talking among one another.
Thank
you guys
you,
are the
chat.
best.
Always.
Except
Yes,
Joey.
Freaking Joey.
I love Joey.
Joey, that was a good one earlier, bro.
Joey blew me out though.
Joey has some jokes.
Joey in the comments and Joey behind the camera are two different people.
Yep.
That blows the
Quiet
shit out
and
of me.
out behind camera, but could talk
You'll
as
never
much
think
as
that.
he can.
You'll never think that.
He's a troll. Just kidding.
Wow. Tell how you feel, Bash.
All right, y'all. We'll be back later this week to preview the Browns game. But until next time, go Niners. Peace.
Later.
Niners.
Bang, bang.
Let's go.